Now, it is a serious decision, but if you ever find yourself in a situation where you have a newborn that you are unable to care for, you can bring your baby to a designated safe place.
The Safe Haven Law, also known as the Baby Moses Law, gives parents who are unable to care for their child a safe and legal choice to leave their infant with an employee at a designated safe place, like a hospital or a fire station. Our Brittany Jeffers is live this morning at Fire Station 71 in Spring to explain the process and how this law protects infants and parents. Brittany?
Yeah, Owen and Sophia, when we talk about those designated places, we're talking about places like hospitals, those EMS stations, fire stations just like this. But something important that you do want to look for is this particular sign. And so if you do have an infant, you find yourself in a situation where you're unable to care for them, it all starts by just ringing the bell. And you will be greeted by an EMT or a firefighter who will be there to help you. And so to talk to us, to walk us through how this process happens, we have Deputy Chief Landon Churchill with the Spring Fire Department. Sir, thank you for joining us this morning. One thing that people may not realize under this law is the fact that they do have to physically hand their child to the firefighter. Explain why that is and what that means.
Yeah, one of the really important parts is that you have to hand it to a person at the safe haven, and that's for safety reasons. Because if you leave the child anywhere in the vicinity, at the front door or anywhere where it's not attended, we don't know that somebody's going to find it. So it has to be given to a person. It's very, very hot in Houston, and it can become very harmful or even fatal very quickly to be left out in the elements.
If you arrive out here, you have an infant, do you have to provide any information to the firefighter or EMT?
That's a great question. They may ask you some questions about the medical history, but you don't have to answer any questions. You don't have to provide any information about who you are or why. You don't have to explain yourself. The law is very, very clear that it's a no questions asked as long as you give it to a person at the safe haven.
Let's talk about the age parameters of the child.
Yeah, it has to be 60 days or less.
And what happens with the infant after they bring it to an EMT or firefighter?
Sure. So the first thing they're going to do is just make sure that the infant is healthy and safe and provide any initial first aid or medical care. And then they're going to call an ambulance. Most likely that infant will be transported to a hospital for full medical evaluation and make sure all their needs are met. And then they will be contacting the state to put them into the foster care system.
Deputy Chief Landon Churchill, thank you so much for your time and your perspective there. Now, something that we also want to point out is we did speak with Texas Representative Jeannie Moore. She is the legislator behind the Safe Haven Law, and she says that no one who leaves an unharmed infant at a Safe Haven location will be prosecuted for abandonment or neglect under Texas law. So if you'd like to learn more information about the law, if you're in need of resources, we have all of that information on our website right now, clicktohouston.com. For now, reporting live, I'm Brittany Jeffers, KPRC.